There's another thing that you've been a real leader on that I think dovetails right with this, which is in the spirit of making government more effective and delivering results, which is to think about how we can use AI effectively to make government better. You are serving on as one of the co-chairs of the New Deal Forum task force on this, which I appreciate. Thank you. But I know you've been convening mayors around the country on this issue. So there's some really cool case studies that are already out there, right, that are working. Tell us a little bit about both your vision for how we can deploy AI, but also maybe if you've got an example or two where it's already working.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much potential here. And as I'm sure your audience, I think we've all become quite familiar with how powerful artificial intelligence can be. And, so one set of applications is obviously language-based, large language models like ChatGPT. But even beyond that, there are so many opportunities to better measure and predict and automate and personalize government services. And so we're looking at a wide range of applications of artificial intelligence to existing city services, existing city systems, to better optimize them, to make them more efficient and responsive. And I think there's just tremendous potential to make government more productive. We're in one of those sectors where productivity has lagged. We often have this attitude of just, we can't do more, we can't have more impact unless we have more budget to hire more people. It's always more budget, more people. And there are limits to that approach. You certainly need people. You need good people. You need, there's a real value in the workforce, but there also has to be productivity gains. And AI gives us that opportunity to get better each year with our limited public budget. So what are some of the applications? We are doing quite a few different things. We've partnered with our transit agency to test bus route optimization on a couple of our local bus routes. And in the early testing, where we have communication between the vehicle and our red light system, we can reduce the likelihood of a bus hitting a red light by 50% and reduce overall travel times by over 20%. So if you want to incentivize mass transit and get more people out of their cars and moving more efficiently through a city, optimizing red lights and the bus routes and speeding up that travel time is a great way to incentivize people to do that. We're doing a lot with object detection. We're putting sensors on city vehicles. If you think about it, cities themselves or through contracts like your garbage contract have a vehicle that covers every mile of every road every week, at least once a week. And we can use relatively low-cost sensors to identify a whole range of things happening at the street level. So potholes that are forming, graffiti, illegal dumping, a streetlight where there was light at one time and then there isn't, and maybe the streetlight went out. Even lived-in vehicles. These are all opportunities to deploy a city service. And because it's AI-powered, they can be automatically deployed. You can have an AI automatically create a work order for a team to go out and pick up the illegal dumping or fill the pothole before it damages people's vehicles, for example. Other cities, we're doing a lot with language translation. We have a very ethnically, linguistically diverse city in San Jose. And now people at low cost to the city can participate in public meetings and understand everything anyone is saying in real time through the entire meeting in dozens of languages with very high fidelity real-time translation through a tool that we're using. And the list goes on and on. I think the big ones on the horizon, and I know a lot of cities are starting to grapple with this, are the meatier processes that are highly bureaucratic, like permitting and procurement. Mm-hmm. And the good thing is, I guess, with large language models offering what they do today, these are structured rule sets. There's structured data flowing through them. And there's a real opportunity, I think, to automate more of those kinds of processes.